What's going on, everybody? My name is Lubu1 and welcome back to another video. And today this video is going to be talking a little bit about how to fix Rent-A-Girlfriend. Now, I don't want to go like super in detail with this video. Maybe in a future video I'll do that. But like with this video, I want to more so talk about how one could fix it and like the steps one would take. I mean, we don't want to talk about actual more in detail. We do that in a like different kind of video. That'd be a much more ambitious project. Am I saying that word correctly? Ambitious, something like that. Yeah, ambitious project. That I currently do not have the desire to try. Right, because then I have to actually like reread Rent-A-Girlfriend and then go through all the jumps and hoops about how to fix it. Because Reggie's writing is horrible. No one's gonna deny that fact. Even avid Rent-A-Girlfriend fans, Reggie's a horrible writer. And I've thought of two main scenarios of what we could do with this video. So the first one would be the easy way to fix Rent-A-Girlfriend in terms of writing. Very simply, you take out Mommy, you take out Ruka, you take out Sumi. Maybe you could have Sumi in there as a little side piece, as another viewpoint into the Rent-A-Girlfriend life, but she's a super minor side character. I don't even think we have Minnie in there. You may introduce Minnie later on, but she'd have in way less of a role than she has in the current manga, right? Kind of similar to what she had in the initial when her first introduction of Minnie's role, maybe. And that would be it. What also you would do was you would have Chizu's friends be more involved in Chizu's life. So how it would go, how I envision this, right, is Kazuya doesn't have a past. He doesn't have like his ex didn't break up with him. Like Mommy didn't break up with him, and then he rented Chizu out of that. What would happen instead is Kazuya, being a single guy in college, would rent a girlfriend on a whim. Right, this being of course Chizuru, and this leads Kazuya and Chizuru to this leads of course Kazuya to brag about Chizuru to his friends, which is gets Chizuru upset, and then they go. It's like the whole like first few episodes in season 1 of Rent-A-Girlfriend is very similar, except the fact, of course, Kazuya doesn't have an ex. Mommy isn't Kazuya's ex, and he's not trying to get with get with her, right? And Chizu's friends, right? So it'd be like you look at the Chizu. You have Chizu's the main heroine, and you have her two friends being more prominent characters over the other, harem options for Kazuya. We just take those girls out. Those two would be more prominent side characters, and then Kazuya's friends, Curry and Kibe, would also be more prevalent characters. And then and this would more so focus around, of course, because then you've Chizu and Kazuya get their Kazuya and Chizu are on a rental date when they go to the hospital, and then their grandmas meet, and they're like, oh yeah, we're dating, wink wink, nudge nudge, and then now they have to fake their relationship. And this part here was where we'll be introducing like the dynamic between Kazuya and Chizu as they try to keep the relationship a secret from the fact that they aren't dating and she's a rental. And of course, Chizu's friends now think Kazuya's dating her, and Kazuya's friends, of course, think that Chizu's dating her. So then we have this more interesting dynamic and this fake relationship that where Kazuya isn't renting. Kazuya doesn't rent Chizuru again, by the way, right? After like the first like 2 or 3 times that he rents her, and then once they get stuck in this cycle of, okay, they need to keep this act together. They are fake dating without the fact of Kazuya renting her on a daily, so Kazuya doesn't go broke and needs money and crap like that, right? This way, and Chizu's friends, we get more dynamic with Chizu's friends. And Chizu's friends actually like know more, I guess, about Chizu. I don't really know. Uh, and I guess at that point it'd be interesting because doesn't Chizu just not dress up around her friends, and then she has that double life, I guess, and then maybe what it would be is Chizu around Kazuya's friend is obviously Chizu Mizuhara, and then Kazuya when he's with Chizu's friends, she's Chizu Ichinose, and then that's more fun dynamic and stuff. That's the easy way to fix Rent-A-Girlfriend, right? Without the messy harem plot and all that. Now that's a very intriguing like what if and fan fiction territory we could get into at maybe like a later date, because I definitely did not. That's just something that kind of came into my head, and I'm not trying to like delve into the future. But I think that if that's what Rent-A-Girlfriend was, it would be a top tier romance anime. If it wasn't written by Reggie, right? Of course, Reggie could have all those pieces that I just set up, and then he could still fuck the story up because it's Reggie. He's not a right? But that's just, more fan fictiony and funny or more fan fiction and fun stuff like that. If you want to try to fix Rent a Girlfriend as is, as Kazi gets dumped by Mommy, Mommy's a character in the is a prevalent character. They still meet Ruka, Sumi's still in the picture, and Minnie comes along later on, and blah 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 blah. Trying to fix that version of Rent a Girlfriend is much more difficult and much more muddy because at that point you've got to really like you could keep a lot of the stuff the same, but you have to take out all that junky filler. Of course, obviously in the rewrite that I just did with taking all those characters out, obviously you wouldn't have Kazuya be such a bomb with all the internal dialogue. Because I think the anime is much better than the manga with how Kazuya thinks, over complicates and thinks everything constantly. Of course, I have no idea since I haven't really sat down and watched I haven't read season one of the manga, like where season one takes place for the manga, and I hadn't read, and I haven't watched the anime entirely for season two and season three, so I don't have a good place to correlate that. But from my experience with the anime, I don't remember Kazuya really inner dialogue changing. And if Kazuya's inner dialogue has gotten worse as the fucking manga's progressed, then that's just like, well, shit, Reggie's just a horrible writer, and I guess, right? But back on track, right? Kazuya in this scenario, right, where how do you fix it is you gotta cut off all that crappy fluff, right? And at some point, Kazuya and Chizu have to start either dating for real, like where we're point at right now in the manga. You have to like have this happen like at chapter 130 or some shit, right? I don't my in my head the stuff what happens between 100 to or 50 to 100 to when Minnie's introduced. I just like it's like pfft, I don't really know. I know they make a movie in season 2 or is that season 3? Because I know they make the movie up to like 150 or some shit, right? But I don't really remember what happens in that thing. Maybe I should have reread it, right? But I feel like a lot of that junk can just be cut out because I know he goes to one of her plays and crap like that. At that point, like you have to get Kazi and Chizu to have a little more like relationship status point at that point. Get Ruka the fuck out. Kazuya's relationship with Ruka just should not have happened unless Ruka was endgame. But she's not. We all know she's not. And then Mommy has to be a more prevalent character. She has to show up more often. Kazuya's feelings for Mommy have to still be there, so he's in this weird love triangle with Mommy, his ex, and of course Chizuru, right? Something along those lines, right? And then I mean, hypothetically, if Kazuya got, I mean, you can't do that. Then I don't really know. The issue is Mommy's such an interesting character with her dynamics and her thought process and everything like that, and she's just underutilized. Man, it's really hard. Like after like talking out loud about my initial idea, it's like I'm trying to think because I had this idea like I think 3 nights ago or some shit. I was like dreaming or some shit, and I woke up and I thought of this, and I was like, holy fuck, that'd be such a great video. And I'm kind of down to sit down to talk about it, and it's like after like speaking out loud, it's like damn, if Rent a Girlfriend was just my initial idea that I point out in like the first like 5 minutes of this video, it would be really it would have crazy potential. As it is now, it's like fuck, I don't really know, dude. Like how do you fix it? That's my question to you all. How the fuck would you try to fix Rent a Girlfriend? How do you even attempt it? I don't even know. Like my initial idea that I proposed is the only thing I could really think of is just you just take out at that point you're just not making it Rent a Girlfriend anymore. I mean it would still be Rent a Girlfriend because Kazuya rents Chizuru initially and then they get into this fake relationship, which I think would be really interesting. And Chizuru's friends I think are underutilized characters that aren't like dude they have no problems at all. Like Chizuru's house literally like she's forced to move out of her house and they're in class. I think the college is underutilized and Chizu's friends don't like we don't get like no insight on that. Why? I don't know. I got kind of rambling on here, but that's I mean I yapped for about 10 minutes. I think that's good enough here. My name is Logo One. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your how you would fix Rent a Girlfriend if you have your own little spinny fan fictiony spin-off, or if you could fix the canon, I guess you could call it, plot of Rent a Girlfriend. Good luck with that. Holy balls. But yeah, that's all I've got in this video. Quick little yap session. My name's Lugal1. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Rent-A-Girlfriend content, more random shenanigans on this channel. That's all I've got, though. My name's Lugal1. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.